wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom on another gorgeous day. It's a cloudy day out here, a Sunday in Leo season, a cloudy Sunday in Leo season, but we are still enjoying our life because every single day is a gift. Every single day is a new day, and every single day is a gift to be alive on this beautiful planet with all the green and with all the birds and with all the life. When times get rough, just look at the beauty of life. Look at how much of a miracle it is that you are even alive. It is an absolute miracle that you are watching this video, that you are having this human experience. Although it does get hard at times, and although it is so mysterious and we know nothing and it's crazy, it is still a miracle. It is an absolute miracle that you are here to have this human experience. So give thanks, express gratitude for the fact that you are alive, okay? This is how we enter the love frequency. This is how we enter this state of being that is who we truly are, okay? This is how we live our lives. So in this video, we are talking about social anxiety. And social anxiety, what is social anxiety? Social anxiety is the fear, having this fear in social public situations. On the broadest scale, it is the fear, having fear in the social public situations. Okay, but what it really is to me is simply the attachment to other people's opinions, other people's view of yourself. Okay, it has everything to do with the ego. It has everything to do with your identity. It has everything to do with your identity. And the reason that we suffer from social anxiety is that we, as humans, do everything to protect our ego, to protect our identity. Because if we are shunned and if we are pushed away, our primal brain thinks we're going to be on our own. We're not going to have any human connection, and we are going to be left out in the woods to die alone. Okay? So I believe this is really what it is. And we, have social anxiety when we attach to the opinions of other people. We attach to what they think of you because we don't want to be pushed out in the woods. We don't want to be rejected. Okay, rejection is a key word when it comes to social anxiety. Rejection. We are afraid to be rejected as humans. It is what it is. We are afraid to be rejected. And at times in my life, I still experience some degree of social anxiety because, like I said, it is a primal thing in our brains. Okay? So when it comes to social anxiety, if we want to break free from social anxiety, don't attach to the social anxiety itself. Don't worry about it. Okay, it is completely normal to have some social anxiety. I'm here to tell you that it is a completely normal thing to experience social anxiety to a certain extent. Because like I said, it is a hardwired, primal human thing in our brains. And therefore, it is normal to experience these feelings from time to time. It is completely normal. So don't beat yourself up when you experience a little bit of social anxiety. That is what is so important, because it's this beating ourselves up. This is what I used to do so much. I used to have social anxiety. My face got red in front of somebody. I got embarrassed. And then I would just continue to think about it and to run it over in my mind over and over and over and over until I drove myself crazy. And I kept thinking about it and I kept thinking about it. And then what you focus on grows. What you focus on literally grows. And it grows to be so big. When you keep focusing on it, you keep focusing on it. It grows in your mind and grows in your being. And it forms this attachment. And then the next day you're feeling the same thing. And then the next day you're feeling the same thing. So it's so important to go easy on yourself. Remember that social anxiety from time to time is a normal thing to experience. It's a completely normal thing to experience. It's not bad. It's not good or bad. Like, nothing is really good or bad. It's just what we label it as. According to us, it's bad. According to our belief system, it might be bad. But the truth is that it's not good or bad. Social anxiety is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. In fact, you can look at it as a good thing. This is how we can break free from social anxiety. You can look at social anxiety as a good thing in your life. You have the power to do this. You have the power to look at anything as good or bad. It's your choice. It's your choice. So here's the thing. Try to look at social anxiety in this way. Social anxiety is an opportunity for you to grow and develop and experience your most confident self. This has been the journey that I've been on. I used to struggle with social anxiety every single day, the worst possible social anxiety you could imagine. And I realized that it's nothing out there, right? It was just me beating myself up, me being afraid of rejection. It was me. It was all happening in here. It's an illusion. It is an illusion, okay? And a lot of times we have projections. We project this person's feelings. We assume that they are thinking about us. We assume that they care about us, that they're analyzing every single detail about you, right? You're sitting in class. You may have this person that you have a crush on, or this person or these girls in class, and then they're around you, and you're thinking that they're thinking about you. You think that they are staring about you, thinking about the clothes you're wearing, thinking about your hair today, thinking about the way your nose looks, okay? You assume this. It is not the truth, and it's an illusion. This is why social anxiety becomes such an illusion. We have all these thoughts and projections where we believe other people are thinking about us. We believe other people are judging us silently in their heads. You don't know what's going on inside of his head. The truth is that he is thinking about his own problems. She is thinking about her own problems. She is worried about what you're thinking about her. She's not thinking about you. So this is why social anxiety is an illusion. And we must do everything we can to turn it into a positive thing. And here's why it's a positive thing. If you are struggling with social anxiety right now, if you're going through these feelings of critical self-judgment and all these things, self-undoing, all these things, if you're going through these feelings right now, I'm here to remind you that it will get better. It will pass. You will get through it. I'm 100% certain of this because I am a living example of this. I used to have the worst social anxiety ever. It was so bad. Every single day, I would worry about what other people think of me. Every single day, I would be so caught up in what these other people were thinking about me. I was worried about my own identity, my own ego, so much, and every single day, it consumed my life. And look at me now. Now I've grown. I'm so much different. I have changed so much. And it just goes to show that the more social anxiety you experience, the higher you're going to rise out of it, the farther you're going to come out of it, because, what you focus on grows. If you struggle with social anxiety, begin to focus on it. Begin to focus on ways to improve it, ways to get out of it, ways to become more confident. And if you focus on ways to become more confident, if you focus on ways to elevate, focus on ways to improve yourself, that's going to grow in your life, because literally whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you focus on grows. Okay, so if you are struggling with social anxiety, you are going to get through it. Naturally, as a human being, if you have these uncomfortable feelings, you're going to focus on trying to get away from it, right? In nature, you are in an uncomfortable situation, you're going to focus on trying to get out of that situation. And what you focus on grows, so you are going to manifest that. You are going to end up in a better situation. You can manifest anything that you want. Another thing to remember with social anxiety is that it takes a lot of time to fully develop your most confident, your most authentic self. I am not perfect. I understand that I am not perfect right now in my life. I still have so much more to learn, so much more to grow. So remember that you have so much more to grow. The journey is not over yet. The journey is not over yet. You have so much more to experience. You have so much more to learn, so much more emotional intelligence to acquire in your life. So if you are dealing with social anxiety right now in your life, you will get through it. It's just going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take months and weeks and years of focusing on yourself, improving yourself. And here's another way to break free from social anxiety. Spend time with yourself. See, a lot of the time when I was struggling with social anxiety, I was around friends that just made my anxiety so much worse. They made me question myself, made me question whether I am good or not, whether I'm doing the right things, whether I'm wearing the right clothes, whether I'm saying the right things. And being around people can become a distraction. Being around the wrong type of people can be a distraction if they are bringing you down, right? And they may not even be trying to do it. They might just be doing it. It might just be happening. So with social anxiety, we must find seclusion. You must find yourself. It's all about finding yourself, okay? Because when you find yourself, you become who you really are. You grow and you can change and you transform out of your fears, out of your anxiety. So spend time alone, out in nature. Okay, in 2020, Saturn entered my 12th house. Saturn entered Aquarius. Everything changed, right? I'm sure everything changed in your life around 2020. And this is when I started to go out in nature. This is when I started to find seclusion. I started to find peace within myself, silence, going on walks every single day. Literally just go for a walk every single day by yourself. No music, no distractions, no podcasts, nothing. Just you and your thoughts. When you go for a walk, you spend time with your thoughts. You get a relationship with yourself. And this is the key to breaking free from social anxiety. It's about building a connection with yourself, building the confidence within yourself. And over time, trust me, you will grow, you will evolve, you will change. Okay, I've been on this journey. I'm still on it. But I'm realizing it now. You have to work on yourself every single day. And if you do, what you focus on will grow, and you will find yourself being your greatest version. You will find yourself in your greatest authentic version. Okay, I promise you, this is the truth. This is real. Find seclusion. Okay, find seclusion, find peace in nature. You know, when we're always around other people, when we're always trying to think of something to say to someone, when we're always trying to think of the right things to say to protect our ego, we're always in the state of fear. We're always in the state of trying to protect our ego, of trying to preserve this identity that we have built up that is in reality it's just an illusion. You don't have a true identity. You are just nature. You are just a multi-dimensional being. And this is what I've been realizing, you know. We are not our identities. We build up these identities. We build up these fake identities, and then we attach to them. Okay? We attach to our names. We attach to who we think we are, right? We call ourselves doctors. We call ourselves all these professions, right? Mathematicians, scientists. What do? Well, I am a scientist. That is my identity, and that is our identity that we attach to, right? We attach to identities in the mind. Okay, and I'm starting to see this in my life, going through all these feelings, all these uncomfortable feelings within yourself. When you spend time alone, you have time to process all of these emotions. You have time to process all of these feelings within you, all of these identities and belief systems that you've built up. When you're alone, when you're in nature, you have time to process it all. Okay, you have time to process it and work through it, and then you start to see everything. When you're inside the jar, you can't see the label. When you're inside the jar, you can't see the label, but when you're outside the jar, you can see the label, right? So, how do we exit the jar? We find seclusion, we find peace in nature, we spend time alone, we meditate, we improve ourselves every single day, we go on the spiritual journey within, we go within. The only way out of the jar is within, it's within you. It's a paradox, I know, but it's really crazy, and it's really awesome, actually, at the same time. That the more you go within yourself, the more you meditate, the more you go for walks alone, the more you go in nature, the more you find yourself, right? The more you really become your most authentic, your most pure self. This is how it's done. Okay, and it's not always going to be easy. Breaking free from social anxiety, breaking free from all these feelings, it's not going to be easy. But I encourage you to face your fears every single day. Another way is to face your fears. You know, if you struggle with social anxiety and you really want to develop confidence, start speaking more, start talking more, start focusing on becoming a more confident person. Ever since I really started this channel and started speaking on here, I've been really developing my confidence, facing my fears. I've always had a fear of speaking, a fear of public speaking, and I'm facing my fear every single day, facing the fear. This is how you grow. This is how you transform. You face your fears. If you really want something in life, you gotta face your fears, because that's what's in the way of you and the things that you want. It's fear. That's all it is. So when you face your fears, that is no longer a roadblock for you. Now everything is opened up. Everything is opened up. No more social anxiety. No more silly little fears that we have to deal with that are in our ways. No. Now everything opens up when you face your fears. Everything opens up when you let it all go. You choose to run towards the fire rather than run away and attach to an identity. Okay, so thank you all so much for tuning into this message about social anxiety. Again, I want to remind you, if you're dealing with social anxiety, it is not easy. You are a very brave soul. You are amazing, and I know great things are coming your way. Social anxiety is not fun. Trust me, I know. It is not fun. It is so awful at times. It is so incredibly awful. But I want you to know that you will get through it. This will pass in your life. This is just a passing phase in your life, and you will get through it. Okay? So thank you all for tuning in. I love you. You're all so amazing. Comment down below what you're thinking about social anxiety. Like the video. Get this video out into the algorithm. Subscribe to Freedom Speaks if you are new. Hit that bell for more videos like this one. More inspiration. Thank you all for tuning in, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.